Good afternoon again. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we, of course, are going back to the JRC here in a moment, but real fast, the disclaimers, we're going to make them a little bit faster than usual because I really want to get this done. I got to start searching and figuring out what changes are coming down the pike for HUD. So, let's go ahead and get it going here. Folks, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shots campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, pertinent links are going to be right there in the description box for you. They do include labels right above the links so you know exactly what you're going to be looking at. So go ahead and get a peek inside there. Trigger warnings. When we talk about places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center and all the places like it, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled folk being tortured and abused. If you've got young children present, utilize the headphones. And as always, folks, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We do use profanity and we speak on some dark subjects. If your child's 16 and younger and watching this, parental supervision is advised. Now, where we left off. Let's get back here. Okay. So while this is important in the case of documentary evidence, it is even more important where the evidence consists of the testimony of individuals whose memory might be faulty, or who, in fact, might be perjurers or persons motivated by malice, vindictiveness, intolerance, prejudice, or jealousy. And here comes our victim blaming. Anybody surprised? Well, they're just lying. You see, they just hate us. And they're intolerant towards us. Yes, JRC, you're right. I have a very mean, vindictive streak. Want to know why? Because I have had horrific things be done to me by some of the most horrible individuals that I've ever come across. Okay? Including ableist teachers, ableist students, a system that pretty much spent the entirety of my adulthood trying to lock me inside a box and tried to scare me into staying in said box, or else I would lose their absolutely worthless so-called benefits that didn't even give me the ability or the option to be able to see a dentist, which is why my teeth, as of right now, are so screwed today. I'm pretty sure that would make anybody vindictive. Okay? Being vindictive does not make an individual incorrect. Allow me to say that again for the morons in the back. Being vindictive does not necessarily make me wrong. What that means is, when we're talking about a place like the JRC and the horrific torture that they visit upon the students there every single day, the fact that some of them became vindictive does not shock me at all. Nor do I blame them in any way, shape, or form. Because I understand their vindictiveness. I know exactly where it comes from because it comes from the exact same things that has caused my own vindictiveness, my own malice, and the chip on my shoulder that's literally larger than the state of Texas. Okay? Now, being vindictive does does not mean the things that I say to you, the information that I put in front of all your faces, the evidence and receipts we painstakingly go over on this channel, it's still cold, hard facts. Okay? Me being vindictive has nothing to do with the fact that the evidence is so absolutely overwhelming in regards to what you, JRC, get up to behind closed doors, that any claims to vindictiveness to try to sweep it under the rug is just not going to work. No level of vindictiveness is going to make ER documentation go away. Finding out a few vindictive individuals due to the treatment that you forced on very vulnerable young students is not going to make the global public unsee the video surveillance footage where you tortured Andre McCollins for 7 straight hours on a 4-point board for the horrific sin of refusing to remove his coat. Us being vindictive is not going to change any of that. It doesn't change what the evidence is. Evidence is evidence. It doesn't change based on the malice or the vindictiveness of the individuals who are bringing forward that evidence. Evidence speaks for itself and is its own herald. Okay? As far as intolerance and prejudice and jealousy, yes, I am actually very much glad to be called by anyone intolerant. Intolerant of ableism. Intolerant with the horrific abuse, torture, and exploitation of my fellow neurodivergent brothers and sisters. You bet your ass I'm intolerant. I am intolerant of your victim shaming. I am intolerant with your nauseating lies and your copy and paste responses that force people like me to painstakingly go through over and over and over again until my brain explodes. I am intolerant with anyone that seeks to violate systematically in alphabetical order every single one of our civil rights and then tells us it's for our own good. Against such individuals, you're goddamn right, I am intolerant. Prejudiced, not so much. You see, it is prejudiced when you insist on treating vulnerable human beings as less than animals. You can go to jail in some states using a shock collar on a dog. You all think it's okay to put that type of collar on a human being, and that it should just be accepted and, trust the experts. Now, the most nonsensical thing you put in this statement here is jealousy. Are you all on crack? Are you seriously on crack? I be jealous of a school system? How does that even make any form of coherent sense? Like, it literally makes my brain stop. Literally makes my brain stop. Like, wait, what the hell are you even talking about? Jealous of what? You are an evil institution masquerading as a school. You are not an individual that exists walking down the street for me or anybody else for that measure to be jealous of. Like, what are you even talking about? What is even the context of that thought? And more than that, who the hell writes this crap? Because they should be fired. That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, I got my cat over here. He's kind of looking at me. He had a big yawn. I think even he's confused. My cat is silently judging you, JRC, okay? He is judging you. He's just a cat, and even he looked up with a weird look and like, Mom, what the hell? Alright, let me finish this absolute word vomit. We have formalized these protections in the requirements of confrontation and cross-examination. They have ancient roots. What the hell are you all even talking about now? Are you gonna, like, I don't know, start pulling out Bullfinch's mythology and reading it word by word and saying after they're closing it that is why you need to keep the GED device? Is that what we're going now? Because this went from being JRC's usual arrogant shit to somebody stole a piece of paper and just started to write random crap. They find expression in the Sixth Amendment. This court has been zealous to protect these rights from erosion. It has spoken out not only in criminal cases, but also in all types of cases where the administrative actions were under scrutiny. The only people who are under scrutiny, JRC, is you. Okay? This is not government overreach here. This is not Trump declaring a tariff because it's a Tuesday to have it be removed at midnight because he woke up in a sudden fit. Okay? You are the ones under scrutiny here. You know? You're the ones under scrutiny. And you should be. If literally the entirety, the rest of the medical model has done away with the physical adversives, and you are the last man standing, that is not a good look. And yes, you are going to be the one that comes under scrutiny, naturally. Because literally everybody. People want to know why. And you all have had such inadequate responses that apparently now the poor person who was writing this just officially lost their marbles and just started typing random crap. Like, I don't know. It's like Fry on Futurama and he hit his 100 cup of coffee and somehow is in the multiverse. I don't know what this is, but the ending of this paragraph makes no coherent sense. No one's rights are being eroded by the FDA. My neurodivergent brothers and sisters are having their human rights and civil rights violated every single day, every single night, 24/7 with no breaks by you, JRC. Okay? Their rights are being eroded. Their rights are not respected. Your victim blaming doesn't work here. And for the poor soul, you are overworking to the point that they start putting out craptastic sentences such as using jealousy of all damn things. I guess advocates are somehow jealous of a school program. That one's just, my brain's broke for the day, folks. I better go ahead and scatter on off here and maybe take a small break before I start going and digging into the HUD situation. So, don't get very many views on this channel, and the few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So if you could, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Please don't forget to utilize the comments. As always, we here at Spilling Tea want to thank you for your time. We'll see you next time. And yeah, memory faulty, perjurous, jealous. Pay the poor bastards that you first to work overtime to type this garbage, at least, JRC. And for the love of God, you tightwads, open your damn wallet and pay someone to edit it before you send out your brain dead scream. Because, good God. Bye-bye, everyone.